Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be going over protecting your kayak hull. Um, Something kind of simple, but a lot of people don't really think about it. But, once you unload it and load it all the time, especially those hard gravel ramps and those concrete ramps, after a while, it really starts to dig into that plastic hull, especially on your front and back, or if you drag it across the parking lot too. But, um, it doesn't matter if you have a cheap kayak from Walmart or a $4,000 Hobie kayak. Once you start catching fish out of it and customizing it, it becomes your baby, and you definitely want to protect it. So, Gator Guard patches are one of the best things I found. They are a little bit on the expensive side, depends on what size you get, but as far as just easy to put on and super durable and tough, I think this is one of the best ways to go. And it's made in the USA, which is always good. But today's video, we're just going to be going over how to put it on. Probably give you a lot better idea if it's something that you want to put on your kayak. So let's get started. Alright, so real quick, we're just going to go over some of the things that you're going to need to put this patch on. You're going to need some 120 grit sandpaper. You can get this at Lowe's or Home Depot. You're going to need some rags so you can wipe your mineral spirits or acetone. You're just going to be using this to try to remove any oily residue, greasy residue, or what have you. Another thing is you're going to need some scissors to cut the patch with. And we're not going to be using this in this video, but I just want to give it a mention since we are kind of doing a little bit of a repair. The West Systems G-Flex epoxy is just some of the best epoxy I found to put on kayaks or plastic. It just bonds really well to plastic. It stays a little bit flexible. Your kayak flexes, even a wooden or a fiberglass kayak, it still flexes a little bit, even if you notice it or not. And this epoxy here flexes with it, which is just perfect. It doesn't try to, it keeps that good bond with it. So it's just a real good epoxy I want to mention in this video. And another thing, going back to the patch, this is the biggest patch that they make. It's around $60 to $64. I got this off Fish USA. They had the best price I could find online. It was around, like I said, $64 for this one. But they do make them all the way down to $20, for a smaller patch. I think they have 4 different sizes. So if you're looking to repair just a smaller portion of your kayak or what have you, they do have cheaper and smaller sizes. So it's something to keep in mind. I think that about covers everything. So let's get putting this on. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, go ahead and bring your kayak into the shop, or under a shade tree will be fine, just anywhere out of the sunlight. Because this patch here, it reacts to UV sunlight, and it will start setting up as soon as you put it on in the sunlight. So you want to do all this in the shade, and then we'll put the patch on, and then we'll roll the kayak outside, and then it'll set up. So that's just the first thing you want to do, bring it inside or under a shade tree, what have you. You can definitely see this front right here. It definitely needs a patch on it. Got some deep cuts there through here. And then coming to the back, it's not near as bad. It's you can kind of see some wear on it here and there, but nothing like the front. The top there's about the same, just a little bit there, but we're still gonna put a small patch right across the top of this ridge right here. We'll just get that sanded down on the front and back. Coming to the front, these deeper, bigger scratches right here, just like that one right there, you want to get your sandpaper and kind of sand them down smooth where nothing's sticking up. That way that patch will set down real smooth on that kayak. So let's get this sanded down, then we'll come back with our acetone and wipe it down. Okay, so now we got that sanded down. We just want to get a little bit of our mineral spirits or acetone, put it on a rag like this. Just come in here and kind of wipe that down wherever that patch is going to go. You're just going to get that excess dust off there from when you sanded it, and any kind of dirt or grease, what have you. Just kind of do that a few times in front and back, and then we'll be ready to cut our patch out and put it on. Okay, so like I said earlier, you want to make sure you're in the shade. As soon as you open this package, you want to try to get this cut out and put on your kayak as quick as possible. You don't have to be in a crazy hurry with it, but as soon as this thing starts, any kind of sunlight hits it, it's going to start setting up. And then once it does that, it's really hard to bend this. Right now, it's kind of like putty. It's real soft, real easy to move. But as soon as it starts setting up, it'll get real stiff, and you won't hardly be able to use it then. So just make sure that you are ready as soon as you open this package to make your marks, get it cut out, and get it put on the kayak. So let's get that done. Okay, so we got our patches put on. I just want to go through the process here with you. It has this little white film right here on the back of it, and all you gotta do is peel that white film off. It'll be really sticky on the back side. You just smash it down on your kayak real good, make sure all the edges are pushed down firm, and once you get both ends stuck down real good the way you want it, just get ready to pull this clear film off. Don't actually pull it off, just get it ready. We'll roll it outside, and then we'll peel that clear part right there off, and it'll expose it to the sunlight real good. So this patch right here is 2 inches wide in the front by 4.5 in the back, and it's 12 inches long. Going to the back, I did 2 pieces that are 2 inches wide by 12 inches long on top and bottom there. Got them smashed down real good. And like I said, we'll go ahead and clear that, get that clear film ready to peel off, and then we'll roll it outside and peel that off, and it'll get set up. Once this stuff sets up, it is just extremely hard and durable. It doesn't come off unless you sand it back off, which is just really good for kayaks, you know, like them concrete boat ramps, the rock boat ramps, you know, just any kind of abrasion that's going to hit your kayak. It's just really good for that. So let's get this rolled outside and get that film pulled off and get it set up. Alright, so we got the kayak rolled outside. It's already set up. It's only been about 30 minutes, but it's a real sunny, hot day here, so it doesn't take very long once it's a real sunny day like that outside. But again, I just want to talk about this patch real quick. It's a 9x12 patch. This patch here did the front and the back of my kayak. I did kind of large pieces on the front and the back, but I just really wanted to protect it as much as I could. Again, they have different sizes. This is the biggest one they have. They have 4 different sizes. I believe it goes down to around $25 all the way up to $65. Again, I got these at Fishing USA. They had the best price on them that I could find out of anybody. It's just a quick, easy way to protect your kayak, and you know, you can definitely see by the length of the video and just doing it, it doesn't take very long to do it. You know, I could probably do this within just an hour of just doing it without filming, but all you need is some sandpaper, some mineral spirits, and turn your kayak upside down. But hope that helps y'all out. Again, appreciate y'all watching.